Hi guys, welcome to this week's episode with us RGJ Trains at David Junction. So before we kick anything off, I just want to kind of explain the noises you might be hearing. Part of the reason is we're not using the dead animals on the microphones. Thank you to feedback on that. We were told that our voices were quite, what's the word, Rob?
I can't remember what
they were quite flat. So that's something Rob's going to look in the editing side of things, but thank you for that. But with that, you might be hearing bangs from the roof above. It's not birds, it's actually William painting the roof, bless his heart, with a fear of heights, but he's getting it weathered. Part of the continual journey in the shed as well as the layouts. But anyway, for this week, so as you can see at this point in filming, we've not actually been in the shed much this week. It's one of those weeks that people always tell us, if you need a bit of time, take a break. If you're not feeling it, don't force yourself. And we've had a few interesting problems with things that we've just kind of, this week's definitely been a backtrack, just taking our time.
Pardon the pun.
Yeah, true. So on that, Rob is going to continue with the issue of the line, mainly the bit under the mountain. We're on curves. We actually went to Motor Models yesterday to pick up some new tracks, some different curves. So hopefully that'll sort it out. Otherwise, the Deltic's future might be interesting here on the layout, but hopefully we can get it sorted, fingers crossed.
Oh, on that note as well, one of our followers had actually messaged us this week with what we thought at the time was rather shocking news.
Do you want to come in? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He sent us a message saying that Rudland Models was up for sale, which we were gobsmacked by because everybody around here loves Rudland Models. It is literally the best and probably the only dedicated model railway shop in the whole of North Wales. There are a couple of smaller ones, but it is literally like a little Aladdin's cave. And obviously we were heartbroken at the thought of possibility of losing that because, you know, people in England as well, in the northwest of England, possibly travel up there from Cheshire way and things. But Grace has spoken to Mark from Rudland Models, Mark and Dorinda, who are absolutely lovely people, and we do recommend you pop into their shop if you're passing by or you're near or anything like that, because if they haven't got it in there, I'll be quite surprised.
But they usually will try and help you get it if they don't, so.
And if you are anything like Madam Metcalf here, or indeed Mr. Metcalf from Hillcrest Holt, he has an amazing collection of Metcalf kits in there that are unsurpassed as far as we're concerned. Losing my voice there. Anyway, Grace has spoken to Mark this morning, and the good news is Rudland Models is not closing. It is the flat above that's for sale. Rudland Models remains, and Grace has actually told Mark this morning that he's not allowed to close anyway. So, Mark and Dorinda, we are so glad that you are staying to support the likes of us, other modellers around North Wales and the northwest of England, because you are truly loved by your customers. Yep. So yes, fret none, dear people. Rudland Models remains to stay for the foreseeable future.
Yes, and Mark also said to me, spread it round. So if anybody hears what we initially thought, please let them know, because it is popular countrywide, isn't it? People come on holiday here and stop there. So
well, yeah, if you hear of anybody, like Grace says, if you hear of anybody saying, oh, Rudland Models is closing, feel free to post it on your model railway layout page, on your YouTube community page, wherever you hear it, or if it's in a model railway shop, model railway Facebook page, feel free to correct them, because Mark and Dorinda are going nowhere.
So guys, on that, onto my side of things. So I said another straight from a horse's mouth, like with Mark and Dorinda. I said I would try and find out what was going on with my issue.
You're not calling a certain person a horse, are you?
No, but the saying's straight from a horse's mouth. So obviously the biggest mistake we made, guys, was not painting it before. Unfortunately, we're not chalky, so we couldn't get away with it. But I also noticed that the grass was coming away in patches. possibly because I am doing it too much in one space, but also we forgot, didn't we? We had it in the winter when we looked at doing the Windy Miller's cottage. We had the same issue. So I got in touch with Martin, who again is absolutely amazing, the whole team at W Scenics are. But Martin has always said, drop me a message and I'll help you where I can. So after a bit of a conversation with him and a slight little nod to Rob about putting labels the right way.
Yes, Mark, thank you very much. Martin, I do apologize. Martin, I did get that dig. Thank you very much. Love you loads, dude.
But it's established that, I suppose, common sense, guys. The basing glue, so everything has been stored out here throughout winter. The only thing we took inside was what I was using for lives and the locos. Yeah, didn't think that through. The basing glue, all the glues were left out here, and Martin said to me, really under 5 degrees, and it's actually going to affect the formula as such for it.
Crystallises, he said, didn't it?
Yeah, it's going to crystallise it, and that is what has caused the issues of the grass coming up in clumps. So, lesson learned.
We ordered some
new
more
glue ordered, and in winter it will be coming inside with us.
And to be fair, it was fairly fast delivery after we ordered it, wasn't it?
Yes, it's always fantastic. But yeah, so because of that, guys, that is also knowledge for you if you didn't know, or it's just me that doesn't have the common sense. Bring your glues in during the winter as well. I think PVA is fine, but ones like this that have other bits in with it, you know, bring it inside for winter because those low temperatures are going to affect it. And it's definitely something we will be doing next winter.
Yeah, so thank you to Martin, Steve, Edison, the team at WWS. Also, obviously, if you haven't still used the discount code, we'll put it in the bottom, scrolly along.
Is it where my hands are, or have I guessed that right?
Roughly.
Oh, on that as well, if you guys are on their Facebook page, there is an announcement at the time of filming today, Saturday. This is how much we haven't been in the shed. There is an announcement for something as well with there, so check it out if you haven't, guys. We're looking forward to what the announcement is. The big build, I think the picture was.
I can't remember.
And Martin did a live this week as well with pouring water. So again, if you haven't seen that or want to look into how it's done, check that live out as well on their YouTube page. But because of that, I am probably going to be grassing again because it needs doing, and I haven't had a chance to do it this week, but doing it the right way. Fingers crossed it will go this point.
Is it painted brown, Grace?
So, fingers crossed.
Is the shed above 5 degrees, Grace?
Yeah, I think it's about 10 degrees, so we're all right. So, yes, guys, we're going to crack on now because obviously the day before it comes out, we do have bits to do. And we will see you guys later on in the episode. That's what I meant to say. Bye for now. I'm now wondering if Rob did his ankle deliberately. Because as you can see, guess who's on the naughty step? I thought I had a break, leaving the track to him and I'll do the scenery, but I'm back here. But because of, in seriousness, because of Rob's ankle, I'm up here doing this. So depending how long this takes, how long this goes, there might not be any of mine today. Because getting this sorted is our main priority. I think you guys are as desperate to see it as we are. Because once we get that bottom line running, mountains can go back, this can all be started. And hopefully we can get trains running. See you in a bit.
As you guys know, this area has been the bane of our lives for the past, 4 to 6 weeks. Constant derailing. We had to put the Deltic on it that we purchased. I'm not sure what class it is. The loco that Gav bought us, the Hillman loco. Both of those derailing on this curb because it was all flexi track and it was just too tight. So we went over to R609. And it was still derailing. So I reset the track, the R609 track, and I realised this time that the curve, when it came into here, was basically hitting this. So I had a fear we might have to cut into this. So what we've done instead is right at the back there, we've pushed the track back as far as it can go, as we dare against the wall. So that's all R609. Apart from this small stretch here, which is a very small piece of plexi track, starting there, ending here on the points. But we actually checked that against a piece of R609, which I shall just reach, and you can actually see it is a shallower curve. So thankfully, and if Grace will do the honours, we have our Deltic, which is our biggest loco. She goes around the entire curve with zero problems at all. I've got a little bit of soldering to do. I've got a small gap at the back, which I don't mind, but she's running absolutely perfectly. So basically, it's a major thanks to everybody that's helped out, and I'll let Grace carry on with it.
So yes, as we reach the end of the episode, guys, so just as problems have been with this loco, which have taken weeks, obviously affecting us having to step away, but also technical issues, we've already recorded this bit, guys. I think this is just the final bit to the problem.
Till we find the next one.
Well, we'd already recorded the ending. There was no sound. So we're having to re-record it again on the phone to make sure it records, because we are here at Saturday night. But we want to thank you, everyone that has commented and helped us with this. Something I haven't done for a while on episodes is a big, massive thank you to everyone. So our patrons, our members, our donators, our gifters, one time, multiple, everyone that's involved with the channel, everyone that comments, everyone that likes the video, everyone that subscribes, all goes towards the monetisation that goes towards us being able to do this. And a big thank you to our mods as well. So as we reach the end, guys, we're finally here with Rob's. I haven't done mine today because we've literally been at this all day. So if you haven't checked it out, hopefully tonight is our first live stream in the shed, or yesterday for you when you're watching this. But the first live stream, so the bit I was going to do, I'm hopefully going to do then. So thank you guys as always, and hopefully next week's a bit of an easier week for us. Thanks again, guys, and see you next week.